No, you're not cross-eyed. There are two identical boats sitting right here. If you are cross-eyed, you might be seeing four. All right, what we got here are two 1648 Tracker Grizzly John boats, and both of them came from Bass Pro straight here to get built out. One of the first things I always ask our customers is how they plan on using the boat, because that really dictates what we're going to do with the build or what they need or what they don't need. For this customer in particular, he owns a lot of property up in North Georgia. He's got a 30-acre-ish pond, I believe is what it is, and he just needed two boats that will stay and live on the water there on that pond inside the boathouse year-round, that him and his family can just put around in and have fun. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick walk around and show you guys everything we did to these boats and everything that's inside of them. The only thing different on these two boats is gonna be the graphs. So we have a Garmin 106 SV up here. Transducer is located in the back. We did our 4-inch deep recessed foot tray and our TB Nation single graph mount. We also did put a nav light up here on the front, and then we have our TBN mini switch panels up here. The idea behind this is because this customer wanted the whole boat deck completely out and no cockpit, that really left us with few options to put the switch panel at. So we went ahead and did it in this little area right here. Since there was already a panel, we had to remove those rivets so we could access everything. And then as you can see, that mini switch panel just fits real nice up there. Right next to it, we have the onboard charger wall plug. So all he has to do is take the extension cord, plug it in here, and all of his batteries are charging. We did two cup holders built in on the front. This lid and compartment is actually stock. Okay, this is the original one that'll come with the Tracker Grizzlies with the original latch. You can see we have the onboard charger up there. It is a single onboard charger, 2-bank with a 12-volt, 24-volt split. And then on the other side here, we have the Plashlights controller. The rest of this compartment is wide open, so he can obviously use it for storage, tackle. Seat base is still here in the middle. We did not change that. You can slightly see it, but this is where that stock front deck ends. So in the original Tracker Grizzly, this would be the starting point for your cockpit area. We went ahead and filled it in with two 16 by 30 inch hatches in the center for storage, and we got 16 by 48s on the side, which are your rod locker lids. Inside this first compartment, you can see we have all the main electrical components as far as the battery on off switch, the circuit breaker for the front trolling motor, the fuse block, and we also did put the turf down through this bottom area as well. In the back, you can see the two powerhouse batteries, which also go into the rear compartment. We have a 12-volt, 100 amp hour powerhouse, which is powering all the electronics in the boat and the trolling motor. And then we have a 24-volt, 60 amp hour powerhouse battery in the back, which is only powering the rear trolling motor. He has all the same storage up here. We also did the gas struts, the gas strut brackets, and the lids, so everything stays up real nice and tight. We use the TB Nation chrome handle locking latches. Over here is a rod locker. The same compartment is duplicated on the opposite side, so they can put rods in this area and that area. Should be more than enough storage for them to keep everything they want to in this boat.
Few quick announcements. We are starting boat giveaways again. We've done them before in the past, but they were kind of hard to do because we didn't exactly know what we were doing. But now we have our stuff together. We got like a lawyer and a team, and like it's official throughout all the United States, at least for like the lower 48. I don't really know about the other. I guess for these giveaways, since they're being mailed, it would be okay. So for this round of giveaways, we're going to be giving away the Fish Gift 16, two of them. One's built by Chris and one's built by me. Now, naturally, you'll want the one built by me more for obvious reasons, but you still could win any of them either way. How do you win them? How do you enter? Simply by getting products from our store. It could be from buying any of our boat kits, any of our house products, graph mounts, wiring stuff, all the way down to something as simple as merch. We have pretty good merch. There's some of these. We got short sleeve, long sleeve, and then my personal favorite are these fishing jerseys that we have for a few reasons. We got them here in green and black for like for the freshwater guys, and for you saltwater guys, we have these. These are actually my favorite merch. Mainly because of how they're made. Finally, this is almost completely free of plastic fishing jersey, where all the other ones are pretty much 100% polyester. It's like wearing a plastic bag. You sweat, it gets all slimy, and then there's other things that kind of go along with wearing them. I don't know if the camera will get that. Only 5% polyester. They got rid of most of it. The rest of it is a cotton/bamboo split. That's what makes up 95% of the actual jersey, and you can feel it. It feels so much better on your skin. I've switched almost exclusively to these. I will not go back to the other ones. Now they're just kind of a waste of money. But it's not just TBN merch. There's the John Yacht, there's Tiller Mafia, there's Twitch Paws, which is a brand new merch company we just carried. They have some really cool stuff. I'll be showing you guys some of that stuff later. But anything from low to high gets you an entry into the giveaways, guys. So good luck to you. I hope you win. Stay tuned for all of our upcoming sales. We have the Black November sale coming on here. And then, of course, our 12 Days of Christmas sale. It's always very popular. Stay tuned for all those things, guys.
Again, you can slightly see the transition again to the rear bench. The seat base mount is also stocked to the boat. And in the back, it took us a little bit to figure out what we wanted to do here. Originally, the customer talked about decking this out. However, I think this would be a great place for like a cooler or something that they wanted to keep in the boat during the day, but also stay out of the way. I mean, you have more than enough room to stick a very generous cooler back here. So I kind of suggested this to them where we leave this open, especially since you don't have any of that space up front now. I think this is going to end up being a lot more useful than they think. And then obviously we have the bilge pump down here. We got the circuit breaker back here for the rear trolling motor. We also added in a little plug right here because if we just butt connected all this in, there was no way to remove the trolling motor if he needed or wanted to. So now he's got the option to take this off. So we have 4 strips per boat of 16-foot long Plashlights. So we got 2 on the outsides and 2 on the insides under the gunnel. And that lights both these boats up just enough to where you can see everything. So shouldn't be any issues using these at night and fishing. I think they actually came out looking really good. This is one of our TB Nation caddies. We did have to do this one a little bit different. When we designed this product, we never really intended it to be mounted into the T-Track system, but we just took regular quarter 20 bolts, drilled our holes where we needed them to be, and mounted it straight to that T-Track system. And you can see there's still room underneath this cup holder. I think that's going to be a great spot to keep some things in the back of the boat. And then to finish everything off, we went with HydroTurf, the custom routed EVA foam option. This is toffee over black, 2-inch teak cut wood grain finish. So you can see this is what's really cool about the wood grain finish. We have the CNC routed area here. This is the logo of their farm, but in between all this, there's laser print that got lasered into everything, and it just has this wood grain look to it. This is probably one of the most requested and asked for colors. This color just pops on whatever boat you put it on, and it actually looks really good on here. So if you're looking for this type of thing, it's the toffee over black. All right, I was completely wrong about something. This is a 65-pound thrust Minn Kota Edge. It is a 24 volt. The 24 volt battery in this boat is powering the front trolling motor, while the 12 volt is in the back. That's a 55 pound. So the trailers are completely different. That's the only thing different about these two boats. We didn't do anything to the trailers because these boats are going to live in the water under a boathouse. They're really just to get here and back, and then the trailers are going to be forgotten about. So if you like these boats, please leave us a like and a comment down in the comment section. If you're interested in doing any of this stuff to your boat, contact us over at TB Nation Outdoors Southeast, and also check out tbnation.net where you can find all the products for this boat that we used. I'll also link everything down in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and if you need anything, please feel free to reach out.